This is a Topicopedia exclusive.
Yeah.
It's your boy Uncle Jay. Steve in the cold.
That's us.
Yes.
Uncle Jerry. Uncle Jerry. He got the mullet, his haircut is scary. Don't you bring him around my girl, that's deadly. Don't you bring him around my girl, that's deadly.
Yeah, don't do that.
Said the topic might get offensive. Listen at your own discretion. We ain't trying to be offensive. We ain't trying to get offensive. In the bathroom with the public toilets. The bathroom, what's the first thing you do? And your auntie, she need ointment.
I know you're thinking.
That thing need ointment. I don't even know what I'm talking about. No. This is for all the people suffering from the weird humor. No offense to anyone. Uncle Jay.
When's it on?
Every Wednesday. Every Wednesday. Every Wednesday.
When?
Every Wednesday.
On here.
Every Wednesday. This is Topicopedia. Topicopedia. Every Wednesday. 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 This is Topicopedia. Topicopedia.
Yeah.
Every Wednesday. Steve in the cold. They do it every Wednesday.
Yeah, we do.
And we got toilet humor.
Indeed.
Every time we gon' get cruder. Uncle Jerry. Uncle Jerry. We talk about the flatulence and everything is scary. When you hear the Uncle Jerry, every Wednesday, Topicopedia, it's scary. Steve in the cold, they do it every Wednesday. Listen to us, we gon' get cruder. Toilet humor, we gon' get cruder. Every Wednesday, we gon' get cruder. Steve in the cold, they do it every Wednesday. Topicopedia, we gon' get cruder. Uncle Jerry, we gon' get cruder. Topicopedia, we gon' get cruder.
Get ready for the drop.
I'm ready. I'm ready.
Every Wednesday. Every Wednesday. Every Wednesday.
Every Wednesday.
Every Wednesday.
Wednesday.
Every Wednesday.
Every Wednesday.
Every Wednesday.
Get an e-calendar. Good to hear that again.
Great to hear that again.
Oh, right. Okay, let's... hello. Strap yourselves in and lower your expectations because it's time for episode 165 of Topicopedia. I'm Steve, part-time podcaster, full-time disappointment. And joining me, as always, is the queen of sass, snark, and suspicious Google searches, Nicole.
I love how it's honing in on the Google searches, but I also kind of love how you were going to say codcaster. I much prefer educationally curious, but anyway, thanks very much. But yes, we are back with another steaming hot plate of audio nonsense, smothered in innuendo and sprinkled with just a hint of, should we really be saying this?
The answer is always no, but we're going to do it anyway. This week we're bringing you our notable news of the week, and there's plenty of it. And it's so eyebrow raising, you'll need Botox just to relax again.
Then we're diving into our mystery of the week, the DB Cooper hijacking. A man who hijacked a plane, jumped out mid-flight with a sack full of cash and vanished into legend. Basically, the original Ghost Tim champion.
You did say cash and not cash there, didn't you? Good. Honestly, DB Cooper is the only man I trust to ghost me properly, unlike most of Nicole's dates who just end up crying in a Greg's car park.
Well, that was only one time and he kind of deserved it. And then brace yourselves, we'll be holding some truly weird, ridiculous job interviews where we'll pretend to be hiring for real roles with even less professionalism than Uncle Jerry at a school bake sale. Nobody should be letting him near a school.
Oh, don't remind me. I'm still emotionally scarred by his cream horn incident of 2018.
He said it was custard. No one believed him. Anyway, we've got your Urban Dictionary word of the week, which may cause mild confusion, extreme laughter, or an HRE meeting, depending where you're listening.
There's me with a week, which had us howling louder than Uncle Jerry when they removed the unlimited buffet sign at his local harvester.
And of course, the joke of the week, which will leave you groaning harder than a hungover karaoke singer at 9 a.m. on a Monday.
So go, grab a drink, grab a snack, whatever you do, don't grab Uncle Jerry. It's time to get ridiculous, it's time to get curious, and it's time for another unhinged ride on the Topicopedia train. Woo woo! We've come with the energy today.
We have come with the energy.
We
You know,
have.
literally 10 minutes ago, I couldn't keep my eyes open. I was lying, like half lying on my. You know, when you're sitting and you slump a bit because you're tired, and then before you know it, you realise you've slumped more and more and more, and you're actually kind of more horizontal than vertical at this point. And I'm there thinking, I don't know how I'm going to do this podcast because I've had something to eat. That's the problem.
Yeah. But then a bit of rapping and off we go,
Well, that's it. You see, just needed to hear our song, and I was ready. I was primed and ready to go.
Perfect.
So yes. So how's your week been, Steve?
It's been oh my, I feel you know what? I feel after that blind run episode we did last week where where we had a lot of fun having a guest on that gave us so much. I kind of feel everything I bring to the table is a bit dull now.
Oh, I got plenty for this. I had a hell of a week. Or a week from hell, actually, but yeah.
Okay. I mean, this week it's been both the hottest kind of like time,
it has.
but it's also been really wet and miserable where I am. I keep seeing everyone.
Have you booked a holiday yet?
I have booked a holiday, yeah. Yes, I have booked a holiday because I thought, you know what, I'm gonna have to do it. I can't not have a holiday.
You basically had to do it for the podcast at this point because
I know, but the thing is,
our listeners if you don't go.
I've not booked a hotel though, so I'm not gonna have any lift etiquette stories. I'm gonna have to find a building that's got a lift and just ride it all day. Just come up with some more lift etiquette for us.
That's what everyone goes on holiday for, to ride all day.
Is that why Bonnie Blue's on tour then?
Yeah, oh my God, is she? Great. So
I don't know, is she?
Holiday for?
Have we got her this week?
I don't think we have.
Oh, okay.
No.
Makes a change.
I don't think we have. No, I don't think we have.
Oh, okay.
But yeah, so where have you booked your holiday for?
Oh, I'm just going to Tom's Caravan, Portugal.
In Portugal?
Yeah.
Lovely. Perfectimo. Lovely.
Be a nice little breakaway. Got some reasonable flights from EasyJet, considering some holidays. Yeah.
Gosh, you really don't bother with Ryanair anymore, do you?
The problem is...
Have you divorced them?
No, just they weren't as cheap.
You've divorced them?
They weren't as cheap. I love Jet2 as well.
You like them
and nothing beats a Jet2 holiday. And right now you can save up to £50 per person. That's up to £200 for a family of four.
Yeah, that's pretty awesome. Yeah, that's fair. That's entirely fair.
But yeah, I do
the same. It's just a shock for our listeners who have been around for a long time and who know that, we sing the Ryanair theme tune. It's practically a part of us now.
Hey, I'm hoping we have Chris on our flight and I can say to him, where's our feedback been for the last 6 months, mate?
And the rest. Yeah.
Well, we do miss Chris's feedback.
We do. Chris was brilliant. He gave us the best feedback. Well, almost. I don't want to say the best because that sounds a bit, bit like a fuck you, Andy, doesn't it? No, I don't mean that at all. But he did give us really good feedback. Right. Well, I'll tell you about my week then, shall I?
Yes, I shall get myself comfortable.
Okay. Well, what happened?
You sound lost in your own story.
I know. I had a poorly snake.
Oh.
And she didn't make it.
Oh, I'm sorry. What was her name?
And Serafina.
Okay. Sorry.
He's laughing at me.
I was about to say with a name like that, I don't think I'd want to make it.
I knew you were going to say something like that. Oh, she was a sweetie. But yeah, I'm
so sorry.
It's all right. I'll let you off. It's been a few days now, so I'll let you off.
Okay.
I wouldn't have let you off on Saturday. I probably would have been quite cross with you. But we're all right now because it's Tuesday. It's Tuesday at time of recording, not time of listening. So yeah, that was really sad, and I was really down in the dumps over the weekend. But I got 2 new ones. It wasn't a replacement; they were coming anyway. It was always the plan, and they're very cool and very cute. And one of them is a baby that hatched this year, so it's absolutely tiny. And I kind of forgotten how small they start, So that was really cool. So they're in quarantine, and I've actually now got a purposeful quarantine area for the snakes when I get new ones, which is quite good. Because before it was just a sort of a bit of a hash job, and I probably wasn't really quarantining them. I can't say it, quarantining them for as long as I ought to have done. But I can now because everything is so much. It's got a dedicated space. So
dedicated space.
Dedicated quarantine station. So yes, that's all good. So yeah, a bit of a mixed bag. And then this evening I was minding my own business, eating my Zing chicken wrap.
Oh, that sounds good.
It was flipping delicious. However, I started, you know, when you crunch down on something and it's like almost like a gravelly sort of feeling. And I thought, oh my God, Iceland, you're getting a strongly worded letter about this. This is a ginormous piece of bone. I could have choked. I could have died. Spat it out. It was a piece of my tooth.
Oh, okay.
So not really Iceland's fault, I don't think. But I am quite cross about it because I saw my dentist 3 months ago who gave my teeth a clean bill of health and told me to come back in a year. So don't really know why a whole quarter of my tooth has just come out. It's a massive chunk. Luckily, I still have an NHS dentist, which is like, well, it's like having a Wonka golden ticket, isn't it? And even more luckily, they can see me on Friday next week. So next time we record, I won't have been to the dentist, but the time after that, I still won't have been to the dentist because I think we're pre-recording that episode. But
we're going to blag it.
But, well, they'll forget. They won't remember. We can't remember what we're doing, let alone anyone else. If you are keeping track, then maybe they should come and volunteer for us. But yeah, so that's annoying. It's not really been painful yet. But you know, when something like that happens and you're scared then, aren't you? You're like, oh, if one thing goes in there, it's going to hurt. It's going to hurt. And it actually hasn't yet. But I'm a bit, it's nice. It's hot. It's like 26.5 degrees in my room. And some ice cream would be well nice, you know? But I'm scared. I'm scared.
I should be all right with ice cream.
It'd be all right if I eat it on the other side, won't it?
Yeah, you'd be right.
Oh, that might be what I do after the poddy then.
Yeah.
But that's it. That's my week right up until, a couple of hours ago. So, but yeah, right on to my dentist though, who will see me on next Friday.
The same one who gave you a clean bill of health just a couple months ago.
I like her though.
Okay.
You know the song Brimful of Asher?
Yeah.
Everybody needs a bosom for a pillow. Yeah. That's my dentist. She is the bosom that's my pillow.
It's
okay. She's a big lady. She's wonderful. I love her. And when she leans over to a really close look, her boobies press against my head.
I'm switching dentist. I'm coming to yours.
Yeah, good luck. She's NHS, so you're not going to get her. But she's mine or mine. I love her. She's wonderful. She's actually really nice and very understanding because I don't sit brilliantly in the dentist chair. So yeah, she's very good. She's like, put your hand up and we'll stop immediately. And it's like, good. I try not to because I know if I put my hand up, it's going to last longer technically.
Yeah.
So yeah. Anyway, well, I'll follow up on how we do with that in due course when I can.
Excellent.
So I suppose we better have a bit of feedback.
Oh yes, I love feedback.
I feel like we teased feedback, didn't we? And Andy has been very generous once again. I'm just gonna check actually to make sure there hasn't been any more.
Oh, I've not checked the website.
Oh, you should check the website.
I bet no one actually fills it in because they go, oh, Steve will never remember to check it on the week I fill it in. Or it's just not working, no one's ever told me.
Gosh, hang on a sec, he sent me something. Oh, well, happy birthday, Uncle Jerry.
Oh, is it Uncle Jerry's birthday?
Apparently so. I've got a screenshot to say that, 13th of July 2022.
Oh, wow.
Uncle Jerry's dick pic. There you go. Happy birthday, Uncle Jerry. 13th of July. There you go. Anyway, feedback. He said, when talking to Bill Bricks about the microplastics that come from Lego, despite being surrounded by it, I never made the connection, which is odd because of all the connections I had to make in building. I had to make in building all the Lego. Sorry, my brain and my mouth weren't working in unison then at all. So speaking of a Lego plug, I feel like the set based on the NES Nintendo Entertainment System came with a TV set that also had a plug with it. So many cool sets I don't have enough space for. He said, Bill talking about comedy needing to be fast before the other people get the joke out reminds me of that's how South Park stayed so topical, as their episode was able to be made in a week compared to something like The Simpsons, which took months or longer. Yeah, it's clever.
Yeah, it is.
The next bit wasn't feedback, but I'm going to use it anyway.
Okay.
And it does require a little lore. Nicole and Andy lore. A little backstory.
Okay.
So Andy and I, when we don't agree on something, we say that the only way to settle the disagreement is to get a paddling pool and fill it with custard. We were going to do it with cream, but apparently cream's quite expensive, so we're using custard.
Okay.
So
I'm not too sure the price difference. I don't think it's that much cheaper, surely.
Well, I think you can get very cheap custard.
Smart
and
price.
we're going to fill it with custard, and we're going to get in and fight to not maybe the death, but that's how we settle it. You know, whoever wins in the pool of custard, they win the argument.
Okay.
And he said that custard diplomacy sounds like what happens when our custard wrestling ends in a stalemate. As then, after you need some custard diplomacy to deal with the conflict.
I like that. I like that.
I thought that was absolutely perfect. Thank you so much, Andy, for your feedback. And I hope you don't mind that I've just told the nation how we settle our differences. The nation and indeed the world, because this is the internet.
I've just checked. We have actually had a submission. Oh, it's actually before last week's episode on the website, but it's a joke. So I'll save the joke for the joke section.
Oh, okay.
Thank you to Luigi for submitting a joke.
Oh, fantastic.
That we'll use in a bit.
Oh, brilliant. Okay, lovely. And if you want to leave any feedback for us, you can head over to topicopedia.online, where you can fill out our sexy feedback form, or you can contact us on any of our socials. So
yes,
do that.
Fill it in with whatever you like, because obviously it's the summer and we like to get organised and get ahead, so we need loads of stuff to talk about. So
yeah, he does it when he says whatever you like, because I know what some of the notable news is. Not your penis. We don't want to see that. Nobody wants to see that. But yes, you can just anything, even if it's not even in particular relation to what we've talked about. Maybe there's something you'd like us to talk about. I don't know, but we'll read it out. We'll have fun with it.
yes.
Excellent. Okay, so what notable news do you have for us this week?
Notable news this week. Did we have a jingle for that? We haven't got a jingle for that, have we?
Oh no, I need to get on that, don't I?
Yeah, okay. Notable
I'll get that
news
arranged.
of the week on Topicopedia. There you go. Do you like that? My version. That was atrocious.
I think we should clip that up and add a little production to that. And I think you've just... I can't top that, Steve.
You can certainly top that.
I'll try.
Hey, you know who's been in the news again this week?
Not Uncle Jerry.
No, Greg Wallace. I think we covered
hang
this
on.
when it first broke.
This
didn't we?
rings a bell, yeah. What did he do? I can't remember.
What did he do?
Supposedly, allegedly, don't say.
Supposedly, allegedly. I don't know. Let me ask ChatGPT to summarize it, because I
That's a
don't.
good idea.
Yeah. What did Greg Wallace
We
do?
don't use Chat GPT very often, but it's very handy when you're mid-episode. And you
Yeah,
need
when something comes to you,
summarisation.
you know what? I've seen this story knocking about, and we need to work it out. In July 25, 7-month independent inquiry upheld 45 out of 83 allegations against Wallace, covering inappropriate sexual comments, cultural insensitivity, jokes, bullying, nudity on set, at least one instance of unwanted physical contact, dating from 2005 to as recently as 2024.
Oh.
As a result, the BBC has declared it untenable for him to return to MasterChef or any of its programmes, and he's been dropped from the network.
Fair.
Yeah, I mean, okay, fair dues. It just sounds like a cheeky chap like Uncle Jerry.
I think Uncle Jerry probably shouldn't be on television either.
No, that's
to
true.
be honest.
Probably not.
I'm not going to stick up for him. We love him, but he's our uncle.
Yeah.
I mean, sometimes he forgets that he's our uncle. And it's a bit awkward, but, you know.
But yeah, so probably Greg Wallace isn't the best kind of role model, it turns out.
I've just thought of something that I meant to tell you, and I've forgotten.
Okay, go on.
It's about Uncle Jerry.
Yeah.
So I was swiping one day on Tinder.
Yeah.
And I came across a profile with a gentleman.
Okay.
He was splayed across his bed wearing leopard print Y-fronts.
Okay.
He had a moustache and a cheeky smile. And this was not the only picture like this. They were all a bit like it. There was one of him in a trench coat. I shit you not. There was another one of him in other leopard print ones, but these ones were actually furry. And I couldn't believe it. And I didn't really want to match with him because as much as I do adore Uncle Jerry, I don't want to marry him. But I couldn't not tell him.
Yeah.
You know,
how did that
who
go
his
down?
doppelganger is. So first of all, was he even going to listen to me now on Tinder? Because it's been a long old time since I've perused Tinder. Now you can actually send a message before matching, so I took advantage of that. And I said, you're not going to believe that. You only get a few characters though. So I said, you're not going to believe this. But I have a podcast and we have, I guess you could say, a mascot. And you look exactly like him. You are the IRL version of Uncle Jerry. And I cannot believe it. And I thought he's either going to be really curious and respond, or he's going to be quite offended that that's the only reason I've spoken to him. And he's not going to dignify me with a response. But as it turned out, he did respond. And he clearly didn't understand the concept for a while. And I had to do some explaining, and I had to,
That's awkward.
Yeah, and so you can't send photographs on Tinder, probably for the best.
Yeah.
So he said I could add him on Snapchat. So then I sent him pictures of Uncle Jerry and, the clip of where Uncle Jerry was born on the 13th of July, 2022. And he was like, oh, right, okay, cool. And that was basically it. Like that was end of conversation. And I thought, right, there is nowhere I can go with that. I'm just not going to reply. And then he said to me after a few hours, he said, so, I mean, I'm like really flattered and everything, but I was just wondering if you matched with me just because I look like the guy on your podcast, or if you actually wanted to match with me. I thought, oh God, this is so awkward now, isn't it? How on earth do I respond to this? So I left it a very long time because I had to go away and think about it because I didn't want to get this wrong. So I eventually replied, you definitely did catch my eye, but it is for the reason that you said, yeah. So I'm sorry. I hope that hasn't upset or offended you. And he said, no, not at all. And I left it there. I didn't respond to him. And then the next morning, I woke up to a message that said, hey, And so I replied, hi, thinking, really? And he opened it but didn't respond. Okay, so I thought, right, well, whatever. The next morning, I got one saying, hi, what are you up to? And I thought, okay. And I was like, I actually didn't respond to that one. And the next morning, I got one saying, hey, Woody. And I was a bit like, what the hell is he talking about? So I was like, Woody? And he went, yeah, I had morning wood. I wanted to know if you wanted to watch me have a wank. And I was like, what the fuck are you at? This guy actually, I think he's like Uncle Jerry's much more sinister brother that needs to go to prison, if I'm honest. I actually just replied, I can't remember what I replied. I think it was something along the lines of, thank you, but not my style. Thanks, but no, you know. And then he sent the next morning, having a morning wank, do you want to watch? And I said, oh, you're still trying that, are you? Okay. And then I just blocked him.
Oh, dear.
But, yeah.
I think you sent me the pictures, didn't you? And
yeah, we obviously can't publish them, but you've seen them. Yeah.
But you've missed out a tattoo that he had.
Can we talk about that? Because it's quite a unique tattoo.
Yeah, of course we can. We're not disclosing his identification, so.
Well, I think he could be identified by this tattoo. I don't think too many people have it. He has a very large, what I can only describe as if you were to be 14 years old and drawing a penis.
Yeah.
He has that, but like massive on his inner thigh. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, strange character. Can't think why he's single. Mystery. Definitely the ninth wonder of the world after Clitoris St. Mary being the eighth.
Yeah.
So...
I couldn't believe it. That's as close to the NFT as we were going to get. Like,
honestly, it's like he got his crowning achievement, his NFT tattooed on his leg. I cannot believe that guy exists, and he exists within about a mile radius of me. You know,
that's scary.
It's totally terrifying, and yeah, it was a whole experience. It was very weird. But yeah, sorry to interrupt notable news, but I have my own notable news.
It's all right. I've wanted to mention that story in the past, and you're like, oh, we'll leave it a bit.
Yeah, we'll leave it. But I'm glad we left it, because now you've had the full story start to finish.
Yeah, yes, we have. Yeah. We've got it all. Okay. Let's take a look at what other news we've got. Which do we go for? We'll go for the one. Yeah, we'll go for this one first. I think everyone spotted this in the news at some point over the last few days. 12-year-old girl goes into school for cultural, whatever, is it cultural something or other day? Yeah, this is school's culture day. So it was about dressing up and celebrating cultures and things. And she went in a really nice kind of like
the Jerry Halliwell dress.
Yeah, I was going to say like Jerry Halliwell style dress, but instead of, it just printed, it's sequins.
Yes.
Isn't it? And it looks really good. And then, of course, a union hat as well. And I think it looks really good.
It was brilliant.
Yeah.
It was absolutely fantastic. And she had worked very hard. She'd chosen the outfit herself and worked very, very hard on a speech, hadn't she?
Yeah.
To go with the outfit to sort of explain why she wanted to talk about her own culture. So,
which I think is excellent. It's great to see someone happy with, where they come from, very proud of the country.
Yeah, definitely. And towards the end of the article, the speech is there. So maybe we can read that in a sec.
Yeah.
Because it was really good. But what did the school do?
Well, the school basically pulled her out of class and told to get changed and said, you shouldn't be wearing that.
You could, yeah.
Which doesn't even make sense.
What was their reasoning?
Because it wasn't about British culture, it's about other cultures. Apparently she can celebrate being British every day.
What a load of shit.
Yeah, if it's Culture Day, surely you can celebrate the one you know the most.
Exactly.
Like,
Exactly.
it's about, if everyone went in the same outfits, there'd be less to say. Whereas
Yeah.
mixing them all together, it's easier to compare different cultures and have discussions around different cultures.
Yeah.
But I think it's really tight to pull a child up like that when they've gone through the effort of, especially when she's written a speech and, she's put the effort in, she's done the work, she's gone in and knows that
They didn't even hear her out, did they? They didn't even hear out her speech.
Apparently since then the school has apologised.
They apologize. So just for context, she's a straight A year 7 student. So she's only 12.
Yeah.
She's only a young'un. And she had no idea what was wrong. She just didn't have a clue why it was wrong that she'd gone in a Union flag
Well, because
dress.
it wasn't wrong.
It wasn't wrong, no. And but she had no idea. She just couldn't get her head around it. And she was devastated. She was so upset because she wasn't allowed to stay in school wearing it. So she had to wait for her dad to collect her. But he was at work and he couldn't collect her until about midday. So they made her sit in reception and segregated her from the class for half the school day until she could be collected. How disgusting. And she was so upset.
Yeah, I'm not surprised she was upset.
And then they invited her back. So they have since apologised, haven't they? And they've since acknowledged that it was wrong, because British erasure is incorrect. You can't do that. And they invited her to come back in to wear the dress and give her speech. And she's kind of gone, well, no, not now.
You don't deserve a speech now.
No, I feel like you're making a spectacle of me now, and I don't want that. I just wanted to join in as I was supposed to, and yeah.
Be interested to know at what point they decided to go back and apologise. Is it after it's already,
I believe it was after a governor got involved.
Oh, okay.
So,
but still, the school should, her dad must have kicked off, surely.
Of course he did. That's why the governor would have been brought in, I would have thought.
Yeah, because I'd have been fuming if I had to pick up my child from school.
You had to
for
leave
no
your
reason.
job.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. To look after your child. Yeah. Absolutely ridiculous. Absolutely bonkers.
Anyway, do you want to read out her speech?
I haven't got it in front of me, so you might have to read it out.
Okay, I'll read out a speech. We'll give her a moment here.
Yeah.
So she wrote this. Today, I want to talk about my culture, British culture, and why it's important to me. In Britain, we have lots of traditions, including drinking tea, our love for talking about the weather, and we have the royal family. We have an amazing history like kings and queens, castles, and writers like Shakespeare. It's also modern, diverse, and always changing, with music, fashion, and food from all around the world blending into daily life. And let's not forget fish and chips. It's also the way we speak, our humour, our values, our fairness and politeness, and the mix of old traditions and new ideas. But sometimes at school, we only hear about other cultures, which is a great thing because learning about other countries is interesting and important, but it can feel like being British doesn't count as a culture just because it's the majority. I think culture should be for everyone, not just for people from other countries or backgrounds. Being British is still a culture, and it matters too. It's a part of who I am, so let's celebrate all cultures, whether they come from far away or right here at home.
Woo-woo!
There we go.
Big round of applause. She was fantastic. What a perfect speech.
Yeah, perfect.
She absolutely nails it, and I can't help but feel that if she'd been allowed to put her case, do her speech as she was, with her presentation as she was supposed to, surely they would have seen it differently.
Yeah, I expect so.
But yeah, and I think sort of shows a bit of wisdom beyond her years there.
Yeah, I think sometimes the calls made at the time need a bit of a bit of clarity and a bit of, is this really the right thing to do? And I don't think segregating her was fair. So
how awful. And not only that, she's not a troublemaker. If the class clown had done it, you might sort of question their motives, but she's a straight A student who has never been in trouble before.
Yeah.
So it's just completely unfair.
Yeah.
Yeah. Excellent. Okay, what else have we got then?
What else have we got? We'll go with this one next. So obviously they're building houses everywhere on every little piece of land you can imagine.
Yeah.
But there is fury over a 250 home development in Shropshire.
Okay.
Because apparently it's in the shape. It's in a phallic shape.
Oh.
Yeah. I mean, but I think it mostly looks like it because obviously when you draw out plans for things, you draw the outline. That's the outline of the boundaries.
Yeah.
And if it isn't, we're not in America where it's like just all squares. Everything's in blocks.
No, yeah.
We have all kinds of shaped land. So yeah, this just happens to be a piece of land for a development that does have a rounded tip and a bit of a shaft.
And some ballage.
But if you got
Is there some
square,
ballage?
have you got square balls? Not really.
Well, I haven't, no. But...
And there's another development as well that's like the same, but without the balls. It's just like a bended shaft with a tip at the end. They like putting like a little bit of a park at the end. I think it's important for new housing developments to have green spaces such as a park.
Yeah.
And I think
have a fun area to play in on your phallic place.
estate. Yeah, exactly.
Phallic estate. It's like, yeah, you've got to have the fun zone. What's the point in it? That's all right.
Yeah, and they like putting a little lake at the end where it's wet.
Perfect. The wetter the better.
Yeah. But yeah, it's one of them things. Land's a certain shape. How can you, if you have a piece of land that shape, you've got a piece of land that shape. There's not a lot you can do about it. And
no,
unless you're flying a drone, you're probably not even going to notice the shape of it.
Exactly. If it weren't for the internet and, how modern technology, you wouldn't even know. And I bet there are lots of cul-de-sacs that look like that,
Yeah, exactly. There'll be so many that have like gone unnoticed.
Definitely.
Just because of the way the plans are. Because if you looked at this map, so you got a map of the layout and where the houses are going to be, and the land around it is all kind of like grey, got a grey layer over it, so it's faded out. So because of that, if you didn't have that around it, you wouldn't be none the wiser. You wouldn't know which bit's new area land and which is existing land.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Yeah. I think everyone needs to pipe down. Be grown up about this. Be mature. Have your giggle. Get over it, and just we are actually do seem to be in some sort of housing crisis at the moment, where nobody can get a house for anything. So, not to rent anyway. You can buy a house if you can afford to. Well, my friend's buying a house at the moment, and the joke of it is his minimum payments would be like £500 a month. I mean, that's less than what I'm paying in rent, and less than what most people are paying by a long shot. And yet, I wouldn't be given a mortgage.
No, well, that's the crazy thing, isn't it? You can afford the rent, but you can't afford a mortgage. Yeah, how does it even work when it's less
stupid.
money? Yeah. So yeah, there is certainly issues with housing at the moment. So you're going to see a lot of developments being built.
Definitely.
And they're going to build shapes and sizes.
I'm here. I think we should just welcome it into our British culture that we accept all shapes and sizes. Absolutely.
Right. Did I mention Bonnie Blue before? I'm feeling like we need to just check in on her and check she's all right.
Oh, really?
Because I think there should be. She's not been in the headlines for 5 minutes that I'm aware of. Let's find out through the.
Oh, I think we should leave her there then. Yeah, that's fine.
Oh, she was following backlash accusing her of promoting our culture. Bonnie has scrapped the planned event of it was called a petting zoo event. Although she maintained the event was legal and consensual, OnlyFans moved to remove her platform presence entirely. Okay. She's still trying to shock
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, let's move on from her. I just thought, hopefully she's just going to fade off into
Oh, I hope so.
into the ether. But I just have a feeling we probably will hear more from her.
Before she goes, yeah. She will fade out eventually. She's not going to stay relevant for long.
No. Okay, this one is... Oh, this is down your end, this.
This is down my
Down
end.
your end.
I sent you this. I haven't actually read the article properly.
Okay.
But tell us about it, please, Steve.
Okay. Do you see, in a way, this is a bit unfair because you see that they have, days in London where you travel the tube in your underpants.
Do they really?
Yeah, have you not seen that?
I think this guy has done a bit more than that.
Okay,
though.
maybe it's a little bit more, but he's been banned from even taking part in the underpants thing because they've said train station flasher is banned from taking his trousers off. So he can't even take his trousers off.
No.
Unless he's going to the toilet. And it does stipulate...
And the door it stipulates, yeah.
Yeah, the door must be closed and locked. After... Oh, it was Adam.
Oh, of course it was. Of course it was.
Adam Prowser was seen exposing his penis to a fellow traveller at Cambourne train station. He was arrested in connection with the incident on December the 16th last year. Boy, it's a bit cold that time of year to be getting your willy out, isn't it?
Well, he obviously fancied getting warmed up again then, didn't he?
The 40-year-old from Cambourne was charged with one count of intentionally exposing his genitals, intending that someone would see them and it cause alarm or distress. As well as receiving
go on.
he received an 18-week prison sentence, suspended for 2 years, and 25 days of rehabilitation activity.
And the court has banned him from getting his willy out. And I just think, really, is he going to learn from this? Because surely, technically, we're all banned from getting our genitals out on a train or at the train station. So why does he get the court order telling him he can't do it? It's a bit like someone committing a murder and then the court saying, right, so we're going to give you a suspended jail sentence. So basically you don't do anything. And we are going to ban you from committing death on anyone.
Yeah. But technically, it is acceptable to be naked in public. That isn't against the law, unless you're intending to cause distress or offend.
You can only... No, that can't be right, Steve. I think there are certain places you can be naked in public spaces.
Technically, you can, but obviously no one exercises that right.
I don't think you can do it.
Of course you can.
You're not even allowed to be seen naked in your own home. If someone can see you and you're in the nud and you've forgotten to shut the blind,
Of course you can.
You can be done for indecent exposure.
No.
Yes, you can.
No, you can only be done for indecent exposure if you're aiming to upset, cause offence.
I'm pretty sure you can be done for indecent exposure.
No, how do you think naturists cope with life then?
Not my problem, to be honest with you. I don't want to see their wee Willy Winky running through the town. So, you don't really see them walking through town or anything.
Well,
do
no,
you?
not
There's
through.
a reason.
No, usually they will put someone on to leave the house, but they'll be at home and not be clothed.
Yeah, maybe they shut their curtains, or maybe they have really good net curtains. Maybe they have one-way windows.
Can you imagine
some one-way windows.
setting up the one-way windows the wrong way around?
These aren't very good, are they? Can't tell them.
Oh dear.
Oh, imagine. That's brilliant. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, only in bloody Cambourne, that's all I can say. Of all the places in Cornwall that it was going to happen, Cambourne is pretty much the pits. So, not that shocked it happened there.
Yeah. Well, there you go.
Okay. So what is it next, Steve?
What is it next? Let's find the prep.
Yeah, you find the prep.
Oh, is it time for
All your fears and darkest dreams, unsolved mystery.
Oh, what have you got, Presty?
This has come through really short, but I suppose it is a short mystery.
Has it come through really short?
Oh no, it's not. I
gonna
didn't
say.
read it all. Okay, it's a long mystery. Okay, let's get comfy. Okay. There's me for just reading the first paragraph, not scrolling. Okay.
Silly.
So, on a stormy afternoon, just before Thanksgiving in 1971, a man walked into Portland International Airport and approached the Northwest Orient Airlines ticket counter. He was calm, neatly dressed in a black suit with a thin tie and a white shirt. His name, according to the ticket, was Dan Cooper, a name that would soon become infamous. Cooper boarded Flight 305, a short 30-minute trip to Seattle. He settled into seat 18C, lit a cigarette, back when he could smoke on flights, and ordered a bourbon and a soda. As the Boeing 727 climbed to the sky, Cooper handed a small note to the flight attendant. Assuming it was a phone number, she smiled and pocketed it. Cooper leaned in and said quietly, "Miss, you better take a look at that note. I have a bomb." She opened it. Inside were clear instructions. Cooper wanted $200,000 cash, 4 parachutes, and a truck full of fuel standing by in Seattle. Well, a fuel truck. If his demands weren't met, he'd blow the plane sky high. He cracked open the briefcase to show the flight attendant a neat row of red cylinders, wires attached. It looked convincing. The pilots radioed the tower. The FBI was alerted, and for 2 tense hours, the passengers sat unaware while authorities scrambled to gather the ransom and parachutes. When Flight 305 landed in Seattle, Cooper's demands were met. The 36 passengers were released unharmed. Only Cooper, the flight crew, and his $200,000 loot remained on board. He ordered the plane to take off again, this time heading towards Mexico City, at low altitude and reduced speed. The cabin lights were dimmed. The rear stairwell, unique to the Boeing 727, was unlocked mid-flight. Then somewhere over the dense rain-soaked forest of southwestern Washington, Cooper jumped into total darkness with the money strapped to him. And 2 parachutes, one of which was a non-functional training chute, which he may have chosen unknowingly. He disappeared into the freezing night. The manhunt was massive. FBI agents combed forests. Helicopters and military jets scoured the flight path, but there was no body, no parachute, no trace. D.B. Cooper, as he was mistakenly dubbed by the press, had simply vanished. Dan Cooper was obviously his actual alias. For years, the FBI tracked down thousands of leads, and none panned out. Dozens of men confessed, and some fit the profile. Others were ruled out by DNA, handwriting, or alibis, but no one could definitively say who D.B. Cooper really was. Then in 1980, a breakthrough, sort of. A young boy digging on a beach along the Columbia River unearthed 3 packets of decaying $20 bills. They totaled $5,800 and matched the serial numbers from Cooper's ransom. The FBI was thrilled until the trail went cold again. Cooper left behind more questions than clues. Why did he ask for 4 parachutes? Was he planning to take hostages as an insurance, or trick authorities into giving him all live chutes? Or did he even survive the jump? Or did he simply vanish into the wilderness? If he died, where was the money? And if he lived, who was he? The case remains the only unsolved hijacking in US history. In 2016, after 45 years, the FBI officially closed the case, citing a lack of new evidence. But Cooper's legend is far. Sleuths, amateur detectives, and conspiracy theorists continue to pursue leads. Was he an ex-military paratrooper, a jilted airline employee, a criminal mastermind with help on the ground? TV shows, books, and even more documentaries like The Mystery of D.B. Cooper and The Hijacker Who Vanished keep the story alive. Each new suspect comes with a twist, a deathbed confession, a suspicious history, a scrap of forgotten evidence. But none have offered the final answer. So, who was D.B. Cooper? Was he a criminal genius? A ghost? A folk hero? One man walked onto a plane with a bomb. He drank his bourbon, made his demands, and jumped into legend, vanishing into the American wilderness, into our collective imagination. And the money? Still mostly missing. And the man? Still out there. Maybe.
Oh, okay. Wow.
So,
What are we thinking?
what am I thinking? I'm curious as to if the bomb was even real.
Well, it might not have been.
I don't
but
think it was. I think it was a prop.
Do you reckon?
Yeah.
It's also quite interesting that they landed and let all the passengers off, but all the crew and whatnot stayed behind and went back up again.
I know. I think these days they would not let it take off again.
No.
It's like
Not a
there
chance.
was zero chance that that plane would take off again.
Yeah, if it touches down, that's that. That's the end of it. Game over.
But yeah, I mean, why $200,000? Why would you not say?
It's such a random amount. I suppose back in those days it was worth quite a lot more than it is now.
I know, but why would you not say $500,000 or $250,000?
I know.
Why 200,000?
Really strange. I don't know. Maybe it is a very specific amount, isn't it? I don't know. I don't know what to suggest. Perhaps he owed it. Perhaps he was in some sort of trouble. I mean, he sounded very calm and collected in the story. It'd be interesting to know if he really was as well. I suppose he must have been. Yeah, it's interesting. And what's more bizarre is he somehow managed to get away.
I know, that's thrown me off because how did he get away? So he had he asked for 4 parachutes, even though he was apparently working alone.
Yeah. Bit weird.
Unless maybe he wasn't planning to work alone, but his accomplices had other seats on the plane and bailed.
Yeah,
when
maybe.
the plane was on the ground.
Or maybe he was trying to make sure no one followed him.
Okay.
Perhaps, maybe. I don't know. Like if he took a bunch with him, maybe he was planning to hijack another plane and then thought, don't know, actually, it might be
Or maybe,
risky.
maybe he thought they might have access to trackers.
Oh, okay.
And by having 4, when was it? It was a long time ago, weren't it? So if you had a tracking device, you probably they might not have had 4 devices. They might have had 1 device that they had access to. So maybe he thought they might integrate trackers into. I don't know actually. Would you have assumed that at that point in time?
It was quite. I think that far back, probably not. Myself, but who knows? Who knows? But it's officially unsolved. I find it absolutely bizarre that there haven't been any sort of better theories about this, and nobody knew more.
I mean, it must have been a bit awkward as well when the fuel tanker's there filling up with fuel.
Yeah,
just there, like, yep, I'm just sit here and wait for it to fill. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But yeah, it is crazy that it has not been solved in so long. And he's jumped from a plane, and you would think someone would have seen the rough area.
Yeah, someone somewhere you'd think would know a bit more about this. Maybe they did, and maybe they just didn't know what they saw. And so it never got reported, maybe. Or maybe they did and it just didn't lead anywhere because he'd already hot-footed it away.
Yeah. And as for
They were
money,
prepared for this, though, surely, because, there was the FBI was contacted, so you'd think there'd be people following that fucking plane
yeah, it just
on its route,
because you fill the plane up with fuel, it's got to land somewhere. You can't just fly indefinitely.
No.
So
And
you're going to be able to track that plane.
You think the plan is he wants to jump out of it. Cool. Surely to goodness they would be following.
And surely at the point where he jumps out, they can go on the radio and say, this is the location.
Yeah. Exactly.
So, yeah, the money that was found, I think that's fake.
Yeah.
I don't think you would leave that cash to be found.
No, I don't.
And why would you just find 3 packets of $20 bills? Like, if you're going to lose 3, you probably lose more as well.
You would think.
You'd think.
Well, maybe he did genuinely lose 3, but I don't know. Seems a bit weird.
So have we solved it?
No, I don't think anyone's solving this. Not really.
What if we go with the theory that he was a ghost?
I like that theory, yeah. Let's go
So
with that.
he never existed.
Well, he did at one point.
No, he didn't. He didn't exist. This
Well, if he's
was...
a ghost, he existed at one point.
Okay. Oh, maybe not a ghost then. Maybe he was a... Maybe it's a fictional person made up by the authorities to write off some cash.
Oh my god.
They
Making
made
some
up that
cash
this
disappear.
guy had got on a plane.
And then threw some cash out of the door
Yeah.
to make it look like some had been dropped. Oh my god, this is perfect. We've solved it.
Yeah.
Well done.
That's
Yeah.
it. They managed to
That's
write
it.
200 grand off
Yeah.
their account somewhere.
That's exactly it.
There we go. Sold it. DB Cooper
And-
isn't a real person.
Yeah, I think someone just wanted some money.
Yeah.
Or had some money they need, and well, not needed to get rid of legitimately because it's not the most. But I reckon it was a bit of a, someone higher up was like, we want some cash. We can just say that this guy is demanding it and has a bomb.
Yeah.
We can say that this is happening, and who's to stop us? And we'll say that he got away because part of his demand was that he needed an escape.
There we go. Job's a good one. Right. That's solved. Job solved.
That's solved. Yeah. Blame EasyJet. It's all Chris's fault.
Yeah.
Now I
very
know
Chris.
why he's doing what he does. Shouldn't say things like that. I don't mean it. Of course, he's not doing silly things like that. Yeah. No, I enjoyed that. That was a good one. Well done.
Thank you.
So for our next topic, I thought we'd do something a little bit silly.
Okay.
So you're interviewing for a job, Steve.
Oh, okay. I can interview for a job.
Yeah, you've seen an advertisement for a professional pillow fluffer. Yes, ensuring optimal fluff to support ratio in high stakes nap environments includes celebrity green rooms and pet spas. So, yeah, key duties include whisper motivational phrases to pillows, perform synchronized fluff rotations during client turnover, avoid compression during fluff fatigue season.
Okay.
Salary is £82,000 a year plus
I'll take
feather
it.
hazard
We'll take
plus-
it.
plus feather hazard bonus.
Oh, okay.
And the dress code is silk pajamas. And I'm going to interview you now for this role. And I want you to really sell yourself for me and tell me why you're perfect. So, first of all, can you tell us a little bit about your background and how you got into this field?
Yeah. You know what? It's funny you should ask me that because I am a professional sleeper.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I like to sleep and I do it every day. I am well upon the practice
Wow.
of doing it every day. I use 2 pillows.
Okay. Do you fluff them a lot?
They get fluffed better than than you've ever seen anything be fluffed before.
Wow. Okay.
Sorry,
Okay.
I've got to keep it safe for work here in this interview, haven't I?
This is quite a nonsensical interview. No. Yes, we're going to keep it professional.
Okay.
So, what drew you to this particular role?
My love for pillows and a good night's sleep.
Okay.
You could call me Lenny Henry.
Okay.
Yeah.
What's the most challenging part of the position?
Well, the most challenging part is fighting the urge to just get settled on them yourself. You know, it's all right to give me a little, fluff them up, give me a little test, a little feel, but I've got a 5-second rule. Don't spend more than 5 seconds with your own head on that pillow, because otherwise, too long, you end up falling asleep.
That's a good rule. And I'm going to be very honest with you. At one point, I thought you might not be a suitable candidate based on the fact that you enjoy sleeping so much.
Yeah.
I was a bit scared you were going to sleep on the job, but that's good. I'm glad you said that. So what would you say is your proudest accomplishment in a role like this?
I once fluffed up Bonnie Blue's pillows during one of her events.
Gosh, and you managed to keep all the insides in.
I kept all the insides in, kept the outsides out. Yeah, I kept it fully fluffed so that she might have had something sore by the end of it, but it certainly weren't her neck.
Good. She needs a lot of bounce back, doesn't she?
She does.
She can't afford flat pillows. Okay. Oh, this is fantastic. Do you think she would give you a reference?
I can certainly ask her. I'm sure she'll give me something.
Okay. So do you work well independently or as part of a team of sentient muffins? That's really interesting. You're a sentient muffin now.
Okay.
I'm going to take that out. Do you work well independently, or are you better as part of a team, would you say?
I can work either way. It really doesn't bother me. I enjoy talking to people, but I also enjoy a bit of alone time now and again as well. I'd say I'm a people person. I'm also a pet person, because you did mention pet spas as well.
Yes,
I can
definitely.
I can fluff pets' pillows as well. No matter what size the pet is, I can fluff their pillow.
Fantastic. Oh, good. I was hoping you'd mention the pets. I was hoping you'd pick up on that. So what tools or technology do you rely on for most of your duties?
I mostly do it by hand, because
a traditionalist. Okay.
yeah, I just think you get the best fluff using.
Yeah.
I'm not. You know what? I'm not going to tell you my technique. I will just let you experience my fluffing.
Okay, brilliant.
Because I fluff like no one else. You will.
Okay.
I'm worth every penny.
Okay. So if a competitor tried to poach you, what could we offer to keep you loyal?
You could offer me some more holidays.
Okay.
Extra holidays. Thank you.
We'll consider that.
Okay.
Yeah.
Maybe I could fluff
consider it.
pillows at a foreign resort somewhere for a bit.
I would have to look into whether we have anything available in any of our foreign placements.
That would be
we'll see.
excellent.
We'll see. Yeah, maybe you could. I
can still fluff in the heat and the sunshine. I can fluff by the pool.
Oh, very versatile. Okay, you're not going to be put off by being in extreme climates.
Nope, it's all good with me.
And lastly, do you have any questions for us?
When can I start?
I think I would employ you based on that interview. I thought that was very good.
You.
Very, very good.
Thank you very much.
Good. And I've put in an interesting job for you, and you can interview me with the same questions.
Okay, I might have to tweak the questions a bit. I don't know. Let's have a look.
You can tweak the questions a bit if you like. Yeah. So I'll let you. I'll let you tell us about the job that I found in the newspaper.
Okay, so your job that you're interviewing
Not
for.
in the newspaper. I haven't found it in the newspaper. How old am I?
Found it on Indeed.
I found it online. Yeah, I found it on Indeed. Yeah, exactly.
Executive Flush Coordinator. Description: oversees strategic toilet flushing operations in high traffic bathroom zones to ensure acoustic discretion and optimal bowl. Oh, what a slip up! It's not bowel. Could you imagine? You're responsible for the optimal bowel perform.
Oh my god!
Could you just? Optimal bowl performance. Okay.
Gosh.
Key duties include set flush cadence schedules, monitor splashback analytics.
What does cadence mean?
I don't know.
Oh, God. Okay. I'll work it out. I'll wing it. I'll be fine.
Okay. Collaborate with the janitorial symphony team. Oh my God, who's written these? The salary is £60,000 a year plus B-day stock options.
Mm-hmm.
The dress code is aquatic themed business casual.
Okay.
Okay.
Right.
Oh my God, where's this going to go? Right. Can you tell us a little about your background and how you got into this field?
Certainly. Well, as it happens, I've been using toilets for the majority of my life. I think the flush is a key feature of the toilet.
Okay.
I think, honestly, it's a bit of an unsung hero, really. It's good to use it every time. And, some people just need a little gentle reminder in the communal bathroom setting to be mindful and to make sure that, and sometimes in certain circumstances, a little discretion is required. And I just feel like I sort of understand on so many levels, the different types of people, different circumstances. And I feel like I have a passion for toileting and optimum toilet function.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah. Okay.
Can you describe a typical day in this job?
So typically, start I normally work the late shifts.
Okay.
So, but I'm very versatile. I can take any shift. But in my current role, I'm working the lates, and so people have quite often had a few bevies. So some of my duties, I do have to make sure that flushes are not only used and encouraged, but also it's good to make sure that they're nice and shiny. We don't want to see someone's mucky fingerprints. It's not nice to be reminded that someone flushed before you did. So, I like to buffer them down, like to make sure there's no dribbles anywhere, no smears, make sure the bowl's nice and clean. Nothing worse than a bit of bowl splash when you flushed on the seat. So it's good to make sure that everything's nice and clean and dry. And obviously try and alter the function of the flush to, if we don't want it spraying everywhere, and just make sure that everything is running smoothly and that everybody is having a high level of satisfaction when they are using the facilities.
Okay.
Yeah.
So say you've got one available toilet.
Okay.
And you've got two people come along.
Okay.
You got Tasha, who's had a dodgy chicken tikka wrap at lunch, and she's been holding the rumble
oh no,
for quite a while. And then you've also got Connor comes running along, and he's tried a cleanse smoothie that he found in the back of the fridge, and now his stomach's facing a full-blown rebellion.
Yeah.
And they're both there at the same time,
Yeah.
cheeks clenched.
Yeah.
Who do you give priority to?
It's very difficult. In establishments that I've worked in before, there have been gender specific toilets. So it's I've not been in an environment before where it's only been one cubicle.
Okay, but in this scenario.
But in this situation, no, I do appreciate that. But I think probably, without wanting to waste too much time, I feel like they don't have a lot of time to spare. I would speak with the individuals and see if anyone is willing to allow the other person to go first. First and foremost, I think sometimes just being diplomatic and having a conversation can solve a lot of things first. So it's always good to start simply. If everybody is not in agreement on somebody else going first, I think I would have to judge it based on how urgent it feels. Who seems more urgent. Who's sweating more. Perspiration is actually a big giveaway.
Would you do the stiff test? See if who's crop dusted the whole way the most.
I mean, if that has happened, I don't think I would be waiting. I think I would just let them through. But certainly I would be very quick going in there to refresh the room and the flush once they have been in there so that the second person can have a go. But I like to think that chivalry isn't dead and that the gentleman would like to offer the lady not to crap herself in public.
Okay, that's fair dues.
Yeah.
I'll accept that.
Okay.
So what is the most challenging part of the position?
I think the most challenging part is definitely when things go wrong, and it does happen. Sometimes you have an unruly flush and you flood out the whole toilets. Well, not me personally, but and then you have to be very quick on your feet. That can be quite challenging, and sometimes similarly to how you just described in your previous question, there can be quite high pressure situations where you have to think on your feet and make judgment calls in the moment, and it can be quite challenging. But I think that I'm very good at sort of keeping my cool under pressure, and I'm quite pragmatic and quite good at thinking of quick resolutions.
Okay, so what would you say is your proudest accomplishment in this role?
I think my proudest accomplishment is probably that I have been in the role for such a long time. I've served as a toilet flush service person, and I have just received so many compliments from service users, and it's just been, every time somebody sort of says, good job, love. Yeah. It's like, yeah.
So you mentioned your past experience. Where was this at?
So I have been a flush coordinator for McDonald's.
Oh, nice. Okay.
Yeah. I have also, that was my first job, obviously.
Yeah.
Nobody stays at McDonald's, but yes, I started there. I've also, I worked for B&M, but only, they do not have public toilets. This is staff only.
Okay,
but, they look after their staff. It's nice. It's nice.
That's
good. I worked for the range for a little while, but between you, me, and the garden fence, this is off the record. Chris Dawson's not the best employer, and the facilities were a little subpar. So I moved on from there. I'm currently working in the facilities at Waitrose, and it's really good there. Actually, really good customer base. There's really good benefits. But I just feel like your company has so much more to offer in terms of experience, and I think I'm ready for this next step in my career.
So where do you see yourself in 5 years?
I'd like to think that I will have be working for you, that I will have worked my way up the flush coordinator ladder, maybe running the operation myself. Maybe I could design my own systems and cisterns. I like to think that I will be employed by your good selves, and I will show you that I am worth retaining and keeping on, and I have some amazing ideas. So yeah.
Okay, so what tools or technology do you rely on most for your duties being a flush coordinator?
Yeah, so for the most part, it's about using my favorite thing of all time is flash bleach.
Okay.
Kills everything and gets everything up shiny and new very quickly, very efficiently.
What about toilet duck? Where are you with toilet duck?
I like toilet duck, yes. Obviously, good to give that a good rimming when you between uses. I particularly like the purple one, but that's just me. I also really like the Febreze toilet, after toilet air freshener spray. It smells. It's I think it's called like pure cotton or pure linen or something like that, but it smells like a Lush shop. And it's just lovely, it smells all sherbety and it's great. And I think it's little touches like that which really adds the experience.
Okay. So as you know, we're quite an upscale establishment, and we can't have people leaving the toilets without washing their hands. What would you do to enforce good hand washing?
Yeah, I agree. I think enforce is quite a strong word. I think the word I more use is encourage, which is sort of more
I'm sorry. I'm looking for enforcement.
You're looking for enforcement.
I'm looking for enforcement. Yeah.
Okay. How would you suggest I enforce hand washing?
Well, this is where I'm asking how we can develop to do this.
Oh, okay. So this is not something that is already a part of your protocol.
No, this is something I'm looking for an executive flush coordinator over a normal flush coordinator. I'm looking for that next level up.
Okay. Sorry, I don't mean to be rude, but what's your role in the company?
Me, I'm head of everything.
Okay.
Head of HR.
No, that's absolutely fine. That's absolutely fine. But obviously, I've been doing this job for quite a long time, and we certainly. When we go to university to learn about the role, we also learn a little bit about law, and we can't enforce hand washing, but we certainly can try and guide people in that direction. I obviously understand that we really want hygiene to be peak, and obviously I want that as well, because that's my working environment and I want everything to be as clean as possible also, but yeah, we certainly can't force people to do it. I think being
HR executive, I say that these members, when they come to our establishment, sign away any human rights they have, and we are in control of them.
Okay.
It's that kind of establishment. Sorry, I don't want to show if you were aware of
that's absolutely fine. Thank you very much for your time, and I don't think I'm the correct candidate for your role.
Oh, what kind of place would that be? That'd just be so
What
fun.
kind of place would that be? Yeah. It's certainly not a place Nicole would be working at. I will coordinate your flushing, but I will not force people to wash their hands. Oh dear.
That was fun.
Me.
Yeah,
that was good. Yeah. It's weird though, isn't it? Like, you sort of really can get into a role, even though it's completely ridiculous.
Yeah. And you just blew your B-Day stock options there.
Yeah, I did. But I'm not going to lie, I'm already working for Waitrose, I'm doing okay.
Do they give B-Day stock options?
Oh, they give me whatever I want. The only thing they're not giving me is, more power, baby. So, that's the only reason I'm looking around, Yeah.
Oh dear.
That was good fun. Let us know what you thought of that at home. Maybe we'll do it again with some equally ridiculous job roles. But I think people should do things like that. It's a really good exercise if you have a job interview coming up.
Yeah.
To learn how to think on your feet, because you kind of do have to. A lot of it, you don't know what they're going to ask. Some of it you can predict.
No, well, you couldn't tell what I was going to ask. I just thought I'd throw them in there.
Why not? Well, you didn't
Exactly.
know what I was going to ask. I literally got Uncle Jerry to write me a list of basic interview questions, and you tailored yours a lot more. Yeah, I think you interview very well. I like to think I interview well up until the point where I said no, I'm not doing that.
Yeah, it was good.
Good. Do you know, out of all the interviews I've ever had, I've only ever not been offered a job once.
Oh, she's showing off.
So
She's showing off. I'm trying to think if I've got a sound clip for someone who's showing off. I don't think we've got a sound clip.
Oh, we need one. Yeah, we need.
I know.
Oh, I know what it is. We need someone tooting their horn, don't we?
Tooting their horn.
Yeah, we need someone tooting a horn.
You can have
So that
a.
when I'm
He's not
tooting
a
my
goblin,
horn-
he's an elf.
You can have that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know. We'll find. If anyone has any ideas what we can put on the soundboard, please send us the sound clips to Topicopedia.online, so that we know which key to press when I start getting braggy.
Lovely jubbly.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh dear. Okay, so what time is it, Steve?
What time is it? Let me get my watch out.
It's that time of the week again.
Yeah.
It's that time of the week again. It's that time of the week again. Urban Dictionary, word of the week.
That's the
It's
time.
that time of the week again. It's that time of the week again. It's that time of the week again. Urban Dictionary, word of the week.
Yeah.
You know it better than me. That was the shorter one as well. Okay, let's take a look at what the dictionary's got for us this week. Okay, first one. Airport dad.
Oh.
What is an airport dad?
Is this going to be really straightforward and obvious?
Yeah, it's really obvious.
Okay. Okay, in that case, because my dad does this, you get into the airport and he is all business. He is like, right, we're going here, we're doing this, we're getting this done, we're getting there early, we're getting everything checked in, luggage, go, military operation. Right, now we're in the bar and we can have a drink. Right, okay, we've had a drink, it's time to go. Everybody get to the departure lounge, off you go. Final wheeze right now, 3, 2, 1. You've only got 2 minutes, quick, fast as you can. Yeah, that's an airport dad, isn't it?
Yes, pretty much. Yeah, becomes hyper-focused on the mission, get through security, find the gate, be extremely early. We will repeat, we're making good time while speed walking 20 feet ahead of everyone else. And that brings me to a question, right?
Okay.
Who are these people that you see at the airport that go to any of the shops before you've gone through security? There's always like a W.H. Smith's and a Subway and a coffee shop, all the stuff that's the other side of security. Who the hell is going to it before you've done security? Security's like the bit you need to get out of the way.
That's true. I mean, there was one time when me and my friend got to the airport so early that we couldn't check in. So we went and got a coffee at Costa for a bit. Because we'd gotten there too early.
Oh, okay. Fair. So it's for people who are way too early.
So I think it's for the people who are too early, and also the people who are waiting to get picked up when they've arrived, because it's also generally in the entrance bit, isn't it? Which is where you end up when you leave as well, isn't it? So I think it's for the early birds and the people who are waiting for their ride.
Okay, fair dues.
That's my guess.
It didn't seem like the wise place to have business. I think I'd rather have it on the other side. But you know what?
Yeah.
It's always the same company that runs them all in airports anyway, so
That's so true.
it doesn't really make a difference. They can have more than one place.
Yeah.
Okay, what about a textpectation? Man, these are easy, these ones.
These are easy, but I like it. It works.
Okay.
It's. I don't know if the circumstances surrounding it are specific, but I'm going to make it specific. I'm going to say it's when you've sent a risky text to someone. Like you've come out with something you do not know how they are going to respond, and you're sat there with all you can think about is getting this response because you really don't know how they're going to respond to it, you know? And I think that is textpectation.
Okay. I mean, it just says the anticipation when waiting on a response to a text message. But yeah, I think there's more emphasis on it if there is content to the text that's got you a bit anxious.
I quite enjoy a risky text, though.
Yeah. I mean,
I don't know what it is with me, but sometimes it's quite fun, isn't it, to throw out a little wild card and just say something that you don't quite know how they're going to react to. But and I quite enjoy getting a little bit nervous about what's going to be said. It's a bit like, ooh, how risky was that? You know, other worst one is when they don't respond, and it's like, oh, that forever expectation then, isn't it?
Yeah, the example here is it's been 2 minutes and he hasn't replied. Should I text him again or fake my own death?
Oh, okay. That's very sort of
melodramatic.
Yeah. Well, definitely that. But like that's obviously in a romantic situation, talking stage. He's not texted me back yet. Get over it. Get over it.
Okay, how about clitter? What is clitter?
Oh, it sounds like I don't know, but it sounds like something that the cleanup crew at Glastonbury might find. I don't know.
Glitter that mysteriously appears in or around intimate areas after a night out, usually after contact with someone who made questionable fashion or makeup choices. Using context, I woke up with sparkle in my pants. I didn't even go. That's just a happy
reminder. That's just a happy souvenir. Be grateful.
Yeah. So the example is, I woke up with sparkle in my pants. I didn't even go near the drag show. Mate, you got hit with the clitter.
I like it.
Oh, dear.
Yeah, if it doesn't sparkle, I don't even want it.
There you go. Wise words.
Wise words. Oh, see, yeah. Deary me. Right, so where are we now?
Where are we now?
Oh, I know.
Oh, is it...
It's the meme of the week. Meme of the week. Meme of the week. So unique. It's the meme of the week. Meme of the week. Meme of the week.
Meme of the week. Brilliant. Well, I have to tell you, could we have a drum roll?
Yes, you can actually.
Then the winner is Steve. Ta-da. Oh.
I wanted the ta-da. It's the same colour, but it's not the right page.
Oh no.
Dear.
That would have been so smooth, wouldn't it? That would have been so smooth.
I need to rearrange. Everything.
But yes, you've knocked me off my winning streak.
That's a relief. I didn't think that was ever gonna happen.
Oh, yeah. It was only a matter of time, wasn't it?
Was it?
Yeah.
Okay.
Right. So what have you got for us then, Steve?
Well, here's one that I saved today, actually. Just because, just because it's funny. Funny enough, that's what the feature's about. So this one, it says, me, she's mad again. I don't know why I'm still with her. And then it says her. It's got a picture of her in the car. Looks a bit moody, but she's got massive knockers.
Okay.
Yeah, there you go. I've sent it to you. That is my meme of the week.
Where have you sent it? Oh, okay. Yes. Yes.
That's me all over.
That is you all over. Absolutely. I love that. Okay, so mine is it's a picture of Donald Trump, and we all know what he looks like when he's got his mouth open. He's got a microphone in front of him and his hand up. He's obviously mid-flow, right, this guy? And the caption is, someone said Donald Trump was actually the lead singer of R.E.M., and now I can't unhear it.
Oh, this is what you wanted this clip loading for.
I wanted a clip loading, didn't I? So that we
you
could
did. Right.
make this make sense, yeah.
Please, YouTube, don't ban us for this, because I've clipped it that short that hopefully will not get copyright flags, but here we go.
It's bigger than you are.
I hear it. I
Kinda.
really hear it.
I can't hear it in the rest of the song. Like, I can't hear it in the chorus or anything. But on that clip, particularly the "You Are Not Me."
Yeah.
You are not me.
Yeah, kinda.
It does sound like him. It's quite funny. So head over to topicopedia.online, scroll down a little bit on the homepage, and you can vote for your favourite meme of the week. And we will announce the winner next week. And we'll try and be a bit more smooth with our drum rolls and our didders. So, and we still need a sad trumpet, don't we?
Oh, we do need a sad trumpet.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Right then, let's do it.
Let's do it. Okay, this is... we're up to the jokes. We haven't got a jingle for jokes.
Not yet. Would you like one of those as well?
That'll happen one day.
Do you need one for jokes? Notable news? Yeah, okay. I'll forget, I will, but yeah, okay.
Okay, so let's first do the one that's been kindly sent in by Luigi through our website.
Yes.
It says, why did Princess Peach choke?
I don't know.
Because Maru came down the wrong pipe.
Ah! Oh, gosh.
I like
okay.
that. I do like that one. Okay.
That's good. Very topical, yeah.
Right. What did the porn star have for lunch?
I don't know.
5 Guys.
Of course she did. Yeah.
So, did you hear the joke about the guy who ejaculated for 4 hours straight?
Lucky guy. No.
He should have expected, though. It was a long time coming.
It certainly was.
Anyway, my girlfriend asked me which of her friends I'd like to have a threesome with. Apparently, I was only supposed to pick one.
Oops.
Right, I've got one more. I've got one more.
Okay.
My son's now at the age where he's curious about the female body.
Okay.
Guess I've tied it somewhere else now.
Gosh.
I did. Yeah, that one did make me laugh.
Oh, I've only got 3 this week, and I think one of them we might have done before, or one very similar.
Okay.
How much does a chimney cost?
I don't know.
Nothing. It's on the house. I walked out of Greg's eating a yum yum, and an old lady sees me, and she says, "You won't live long eating those."
I love you.
Me too. And I replied, "My granddad lived to be 96." And she asked, "Well, did he eat a lot of cakes?" And I simply just said, "No, he minded his own fucking business." Nosy bat. Okay, last one. A plumber one night, feeling free, was plumbing his girl by the sea. She said, "Quick, stop plumbing. I fear someone's coming." And the plumber, still plumbing, said, "It's me." And on that note, I think we'll leave it there for this week. Thank you so much for joining us for another episode of Topicopedia. As always, head over to the website at topicopedia.online, where you can fill out our sexy feedback form. You can read our blog. Please do, because we have put a lot into that. And you can also vote for your favourite meme, which we would massively appreciate if you did do. And don't forget, you can also send your feedback on any of our socials. Do give us a like, follow, subscribe, wherever you happen to be. We are everywhere. And we'll see you again next week. Bye.
Bye.